Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Upendra, and this particular video is about a quick short tour of another section of my garden. Now in the last few days I had posted a couple of videos. One video was about the importance and the need for urban gardening. One of the reasons why you need to get into urban food production. Do check that video out if you haven't. The second one was about a couple of containers in my garden where I was showing you some tomatoes and some green leaves and things like mustard that were growing in my garden. And this video is about the other side of my garden. Some of them are towards the end of the harvest. You see the corn behind me right now is drying up, and it's just the cobs are just finishing, so I thought I'll quickly make a video of that. My aubergines are full of harvest. I have some chilies, the red amaranth right beside me there, behind me there. So I'm going to take you through all this, show you some details of what is actually happening, and then I'll wrap that video quickly. So let's do this, guys. Come with me. Moving on, guys, let me enter this patch first. This is kind of zone 1 of my garden. That's a hybrid tomato, and this is a native variety of a tomato. You see it's good, strong and healthy, doing really good. And some seedlings there that need to be transplanted. These are suckers of tomato that I had put into the soil, and I'm going to transplant them later. This section, as I said, this is a kind of zone 1 for me. That's where I sit and keep working. That's a little nursery I have, and quite shaded throughout the day because of the sun angles, and strategically kept there. And that's a bag of dry leaves to be composted and mulched. That's a full video, by the way, coming for you. And when I say full video, this is where I sit and make videos, training videos for you. There's a whole lot of videos coming for you. That's a series. Those are my aubergines. Guys, can you look at the bounty? Is that visible? There you go. Let me just go closer. These are about 6 plants, the entire set. This is right now what you're seeing is one plant. See that? That's the green round one. That's also full of harvest behind there. You see that? There's a purple long aubergines falling off due to weight and some winds. The plant forked beautifully at the bottom and then put out branches nice and long. Look at the harvest. This is the green round one. There you see some more here, and sorry for the shaky video, some more there and some more there. Moving on, this is the other section. Now this has leaf curl. I had posted a photo of this on Facebook where I said we don't care about leaf curl, we only know abundance, because look at that. Look at that bounty. Lots and lots of chilies there ready to be harvested. Lot more there on the second one as well. And the plant never ceases to grow. It's still putting out new shoots and branches and growing taller and taller. And there are about 4 of them. All 4 are behaving the same. I'll take you through to that as well. See that? That's a voluntary amaranth. And the amaranth keeps popping out everywhere. Like, it's always there in your compost or vermicompost. It just keeps coming everywhere. That's the brinjal behind. That's another plant. I'll shoot that from the other side. And that's the native amaranth, the green one. It's just about to seed. I've left it for seed, but still these are edible. The leaves can still be taken and cooked in dal, etc. That's the red one. Red one has put out so many branches, lots and lots of seeds coming up, so many of them. That's about 7 or 8 feet high now already, and lots of seed. In the same container I have the aubergine. This is another green round, and somebody is hiding right there. That's a cabbage. So once I remove my red amaranth here and clip off a few leaves of brinjal and maybe stake it up a little as it's falling off, then my cabbage is going to receive some light. So that's kind of cyclic. Moving on, some more aubergines there. There you see, I have a lot of bees coming up in the morning generally. I have captured a few. There's some spinach there, some more aubergines, and some more there, and more. So lots and lots of harvest. That's actually coming out. On this side I have the trellis where that's the bottle gourd and some ridge gourds forming. I had harvested quite a few. This is towards the end of the season, and that's like see the ridge gourd is almost diseased now. So it's given me a bumper crop. It is almost towards the end. I'll keep the the bottle gourd there and remove the ridge gourds. It's almost done, and plant some fresh ones for the summer. Moving on to the other side, we'll go to the corn again, but this is the patch of aubergines that I was showing you. This is one tomato plant. This one, look at the bounty. Amazing number of fruits. I always have one photograph like this. All my plants are always like this, but during my presentations I show one photograph which is full of tomatoes. Now this is one plant, people. Lots of new fruits coming up, small ones. There's good new flowers as well, despite having leaf curl. You know what happens? All the principles and rules of gardening, all the principles and rules about most of the things are challenged when you get into gardening. There is a little bit of blossom and rot that was about to form maybe, but I immediately took some care, and it was nothing but giving watering the plants at the right time and in the right frequency. Now lots and lots of fruits. Look at the bounty. Just putting on more and more out there. And there's another plant here, this one, and this both of them were planted at the same time, but this one died due to some frost, and I had deplanted it, and maybe I pressed it too much and it died. So I quickly took a sucker from this and planted it there. So hence this is a little small, but as they say, you shouldn't underestimate the small and the short ones. And the reason I say that is, look at the yield this fellow is giving me. That's the yield. Some more inside. I'm sorry, I am holding the plant with one hand, and the other hand I have the camera. So I'll not be able to show you some of the things, but that's amazing yield, and that's the Brinjal Yield. I'll just show you a glimpse of how the purple long brinjals been forming. Look at that. That's just one cluster, one big cluster, and more. And this is a Chenopodium album. I'm going to harvest all the leaves and the pods, the seeds. Both of them are edible, very nutritious, good perennial green and good for health. So that's the marigolds there, and then a cabbage and some kind of flowering plant. I must admit I'm very bad at some of the ornamentals. I'm not at all interested a lot of times. That's the aubergines from this side, and lots of harvest there waiting to be taken. Look at this, guys. I mean, I feel like telling some people, and I feel like reminding myself as well, that when you look at such kinds of yields, and when you look at the potential of gardens, small scale, intensive, urban rooftop gardens, when they can produce so much, I'd say it is a sin if you don't start gardening, if you don't keep producing so much. Don't get me wrong, but I keep feeling that, you see, there's so much good that you can do just by doing a little of gardening. And I always tell this, that that's the harvest. Look at that. And I always tell people that if I am doing this, I think anybody can do this, because I call myself a do-nothing gardener. I really do not do anything. And you see, I have not done anything to get such yields from these tomatoes, except putting things in the right place, getting the right potting mix, and doing things by design. That's what I even teach people in my workshops. And you really do not need to worry much about anything. Now, people, when they saw photographs and somebody visits, they say there's a leaf curl. Who cares? Damn it! Look at the harvest, and it's putting out new flowers and putting out new fruits. So doesn't matter. For a farmer, it does matter, because having 10,000 plants in an acre, and even if you lose 2 fruits from one plant, that's a lot. That's a lot. But in a garden where you have about 5 or 6 or maybe 10 plants or 20 and lose 2 fruits per plant, doesn't really matter. For the energy that you're putting in there, it really doesn't matter. Now, okay, enough of the theory that we can speak about in later videos, but that's a beautiful space. I'll get to those containers later. Before this video gets too long, I'll want to end it showing one last thing. That's the chocho seedling. I'll have to transplant it before it dies, and underneath that is my worm bin. I have my worms in there, and I put my garden waste and kitchen waste inside. And sorry guys, I can't make my hands dirty because I have to hold the camera, but that's essentially fresh garden vermicompost, homemade vermicompost. I had taken off the vermi wash that I had collected in here. I hope to show you that in another video, but that's it for now. That's nice and shaded, again with the sun angles. That is shaded throughout the day. Thank you guys. It's the last glimpse.